This review was made possible by contributions from viewers like you.
I just restarted the computer.
There's no chat.
There's no chat! Hey, I have an idea. That Bobsheaux guy is gonna have a couple of streams for several weeks in a row.
Why don't we break this feature? Is it OBS or is it YouTube?
I don't know. It was working.
Oh.
This is bullshit. Do I need to switch it over to something else? And then bring it back to this? No, that didn't do it. No, HRR Productions, it's not because of you. It couldn't possibly be. Are you looking for...
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, everyone. Stand by. Yeah, one chat wallet visible with voice suggestions for all. Voice suggestions for nobody! Look at this!
All I can find are people whining about not their particular comments not being visible on a certain channel. Is live chat enabled?
Live chat is enabled.
You're streaming.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there it is. For the moment.
And it
there
just
it goes.
Disappeared. And now it's back. Now disappeared.
What are you doing?
Nothing! You're seeing me. I'm doing nothing. Just flickering in and out. Why? Why could we see HRR's little emoji there, but not the sentence? I didn't do anything to... Hang on. Wait a minute. I don't think I did anything to screw with the colors.
That was my first question to you.
No. Okay. Hang
That's
on.
something. Yes, everybody talking hieroglyphics. Apparently that's the only thing that'll show up.
How did I...
And I am invisible, just so you know.
Yes, we will fix that in a moment.
Okay. Yeah, get the chat fixed. You know how to fix me.
Ugh.
Is that background no longer supported or something?
Don't know.
Can you leave it like that?
I could. If we... I guess I might have to.
I think you're gonna have to. It's already 6:13.
Shit. Just what the hell? A pig screen color. That's what I was trying to do. And it's still not working.
Will it work if you leave it like that?
It'll work if I leave it like that, but it won't be as pretty. I'm sorry, I've gotten used to seeing the chat on top of that nice little parchment back there, trying to incorporate the whole story angle into...
But we must adapt.
We must adapt. I am sorry, everybody. This was stupid.
But don't worry, I have everybody's sponsored posts. I have several of your suggestions from the chat. I have not been writing anything down since we got back, so if you made a suggestion since we started the new stream, I have not seen it.
Okay, so where were we? Let's carry on.
I don't remember.
I think the last thing we did was Derek Savage.
Oh, yeah. That sounds right.
Although, to get us back on track, I could just do it again.
Why did we do Derek Savage?
I think that was a sponsored post.
No.
No?
Oh, yes, that was Luke's. Okay. We've only done one thing. Oh, come on.
No, we did.
We did Waspinator from the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
And we did something afterwards.
Joker. You did Joaquin Phoenix.
I did Joaquin Phoenix
Razorblade.
because I couldn't do his Napoleon. That's right. That's right. Sorry, Razorblade. I tried.
Okay, we're on track.
Yes.
Not as pretty, but it'll work.
Yeah. Gotta figure that out sometime.
Okay, so the next one would be a voice from the chat.
Voice from the chat.
And this one goes out to Super Disney fan,
What Super Disney fan got for us?
Tommy Wiseau as Barney.
Until one day, a few months later, one ordinary day, what a day, do. Like every other, but unlike everyone that came before it, then something different happened. Uma was getting her hair done at her favorite beauty salon, curl up and die, watching the television while sitting under the dryer. Oh, hi, curl up and die. How's your sex life?
Now you have to
love
sing the
you.
song. No, you have to sing the song.
I love you. You love me. We're as happy as can be. I kiss you. I love you. Okay, bye. Tommy Wiseau as Barney would be amazing. Alright, what we got next?
Okay, hang on. I have to write this down. I know he doesn't watch NCIS. I watch NCIS. I miss Ducky.
Meow.
So much.
I miss Ducky too. Yep. Oh, it's not gonna make you cry? Damn it.
No, I'm not crying. Okay. Felix says his YouTube is being weird. What do you mean?
Oh my god, it's spreading.
You're contagious, Rob.
I didn't do it!
I think you did. I watch Criminal Minds! Bobsheaux doesn't watch Criminal Minds. He doesn't watch anything good. Okay, next
No, I
is a
spend all my time
sponsored
watching
post.
crap for you people.
That's right.
Sponsor post from who?
Sponsor post for, I don't know. From the pretzel! Woo!
The pretzel's post gets dropped on his head.
No. You're going to be voicing different dice. Your interpretation of, first of all, a 6-sided dice, which is your standard die, the square one.
The hell? It's the coronation. Wish we could be there, the hairdresser said with a sigh, as a handsome Prince Ben bowed with his head to accept the king's crown and the duties that came with it. Next, he said, totally normal.
What was that you did?
But that was the D6.
Okay. Next is a D8.
D8.
Which is kind of a diamond shape.
I was going to say that's a 4-sided diamond, correct? Said Uma, indifferent to Oradon's pomp and glory. Young Dizzy, the wicked stepdaughter who was sweeping up tendrils from the floor, was glued to the sight. Wicked step-granddaughter. So, Anastasia or Drizella managed to find themselves a husband of their own. And then they married and presumably had a child, and then they married again, and that's how Dizzy was brought into the fold? Is that how that works? Grand stepchild? And who...
I'm sorry. This does not count as a code, Brent. I have a nosebleed.
Oh dear. So terribly sorry.
I am very sorry.
I hit the wrong macro. I do apologize. That was just by habit alone. Right, so we are pausing here. And in case
I'm very
anyone...
sorry.
That is quite alright. Quite alright. And in case anyone was wondering why the posh British accent for the D8, it's quite simple, really. Some of you may be too young to remember this commercial, but diamonds are forever. So, there you go. De Beers. Oh, young Dizzy, the wicked step-granddaughter. To who, exactly? Are you just supposed to think step any family member and make the mental leap to Cinderella? Is that what we're supposed to do? It's dumb. You're dumb, book. Okay, so we are pausing and waiting for my lovely Raven to return. And I am just going to chat with you guys in the chat because I can now. Not top messages, live. Load up, please. I know we got more than 4 people in chat. Nope, that is the previous one that I was in. Oops. Let's go to the current chat, shall we? There we go, where we have 29 folks in chat. Much better. No, Diablo, we are not holding that message for review. That is accurate. Descendants is 99.9% bullshit, 0.1% dumb. I'm pretty sure that's mathematically accurate. Jennifer, daughter of Jenner. Sure, why not? Toss the rats of Nim into this mess. HR Productions asks if I remember the Backstreet Boys and Hanson. Only by reputation. I was never too into contemporary music at any point in my life, save for, like, Weird Al. That's about it. But my older brother used to get so much crap because he actually had the long Hanson hair in high school. Yeah, imagine that. Black Lantern Dave with that hairstyle. It happened. I just found out, says Gabriel Kane, you're getting a Zombies 4. Can we just let that series die, please? No, we can't, especially not that one. Why? Because zombies. You can't kill them. Oy. Super Disney fan says, now that Disney bought Fox, they could throw in the daughter of Stanley from a troll hits. No! No, shame on you, Super Disney fan. Into band camp with you. Away.
Are you banning people in my absence?
I am banning people because they deserve it. What do I press again? Was that it? Yes, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. And I apologize, I hit the wrong macro. I assigned you a code Brent when there was no code Brent, actually.
No code Brent.
That'll wait.
Oh. It wasn't an actual nosebleed. It's the inside of my nose is very dry for some reason. Pardon me.
You okay?
Yes.
I usually anticipate your sneezes with great delight because they're just so adorable, but might this explode? I don't know.
Yeah, well, it was just the inside of my nose was dry and it was itching, apparently because I was getting ready to sneeze, so I was scratching my nose with my napkin, and it split the inside of my nostril.
That sucks, I'm sorry.
And now it's sore.
That's always the worst.
Okay, I think we're getting ready to get back down to business here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we've done the...
I was born and raised in the very humid South, so...
Oh, no.
Coming up here, I might as well live in the desert.
So, yeah, being anywhere else, you're in Nosebleed Central.
Yes.
I never thought of that. I'm sorry. That sucks. But, we did the D6, the D8. Do we have anything else in this?
The D10. Which I think of as a werewolf. Just my personal opinion. Because that's the die you used with the World of Darkness series. For D10s.
I referred you to my previous... Meow.
But anyway, you do your interpretation. He asked for your interpretation.
Well, I got nothing, so...
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Thank you, Tyler.
On screen... On screen? What? Oh, that's right, they're watching TV. Why do they have television? Why?
I bet they don't have cable. They're roughing it.
Nah,
They don't have food!
They had to eat dirt and flies. King Adam, you do know how to run a prison, don't you? Because this ain't
Apparently
it.
not.
Apparently not. On screen, Fairy Godmother was holding out her wand, but in the blink of an eye, someone else had taken it. And then a huge explosion rocked the whole island. What is that? Uma cried. Apparently this is Uma now. Rushing out into a chair and running outside, just in time to watch a dark shape rising up into the sky, flying like a veritable bat out of hell. This book said a dirty word! Next.
Next is, what was that? What did you do? Was that a sponsored post? That was a sponsored post from the Pretzel. Yes. Thank you, Pretzel.
Thank you very much.
And you did Tommy Wiseau as Barney. So next one is a voice from the chat. Do you know what a kobold is?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, Felix. What was the other one Felix had? I wrote another one down for him.
Yes, if you have an idea that what you're suggesting might be obscure, please offer me something else in the same post.
Macho Man Derek Savage. Felix's band.
Yeah. Magic! The dome is broken! She heard someone cry. Maleficent is gone! God bless! Oh, yeah!
He was already creepy about him all by himself. You combine those two, that's just...
Like the rest of the island's residents, Uma saw her chance. It was time to go! Time to leave the island lost forever! But without a bridge, there was only one way to get to the mainland. So the island's residents were scrambling to the shoreline. Uma followed the crowd rushing down to the dock shift to find a boat, a way out. And just as she had clambered onto the last goblin rowboat, why do the goblins have rowboats? That sounds like a really bad idea. And made it a few miles away from shore, the dome closed again. Oh no!
No! I went before the stream.
Thank you, Felix. Next.
Snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh.
Snap it to a Slim Jim. Exquisite!
Not exquisite. Absolutely not exquisite. Okay, that was Felix Wolf, voice from the chat. Now we have a sponsor post from... Colin Warmbrought.
Colin Warmbrought. What's he got?
Oh my god. Banned for life.
Banned for life.
Colin, are you back from s'mores? You want to hear this one. You are definitely permabanned.
I don't think I saw him recently.
Might have to hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on. Oh, he's here. Okay.
Hooray.
Colin is permabanned for ASMR Riff Tracks paper bag as a box of Viagra. Don't laugh. Don't encourage him.
Into bad camp with you, you bad man.
Camp. Permanently. It's gonna be gross.
I love how my microphone always has to be just sitting in front of me. I don't have a boom that I can put it on. I don't have anywhere I can hang it off of. I just have to be careful where I set it right in front of me. So whenever I have to do ASMR, I have to get close to the microphone. I can't just bring it in front of my face. I gotta dip my head out of frame. Not that that's suggestive or anything.
No, not at all. Now it's really bad.
They ran smack into the invisible wall, Willie.
Colin, you should be ashamed.
What? How? Uma pressed her nose against the unseen barrier and tried not to scream. Sorry, Willie, I need to take a breath here. Just imagine Uma. We got China and McLean leaning up against the invisible wall of the barrier, doing this. Well done, Shrimpy. She was still stuck on this witch-forsaken rock. Later that day, she watched with a weary annoyance as Mal and her friends celebrated their victory, dancing around some castle while fireworks went off in the distance. Mal and her crew Crew.
It sounds intimidating, doesn't it?
I don't know if intimidating is the word I would use, really.
Good night, Luke.
Bye, Luke. Thank you for joining us. And who is ending this, wait a minute. This isn't even the book proper yet, is it? Nope, this has been the prologue this whole time. Who is ending this prologue?
Okay, that was Colin's sponsored post. He's permabanned. So the next thing is Dudley Do-Right. Do you know Dudley Do-Right?
I do know Dudley Do-Right.
Dudley Do-Right from Inacio's third studio.
Because I'm old. Oh. That was it! That was how she was going to get off this island. As much as she didn't want to admit it, she couldn't do it alone! What was that saying? No man is an island? Well, no one should live on an island either. At least not unless they had a choice in the matter. Yes, because that's what that saying means. You're a dumbass. In any case, Uma vowed then and there to put together a real crew of her own.
God damn it!
I have to pee.
She went beforehand. She already left to take care of some other piece of business, but now we have our first code, Brent! Sing it with me now. There was a little stream that fled into the river, and the river flowed and flowed into a giant lake. Oh. Woo! I will just finish up this last sentence and then call it a chapter. In any case, Uma vowed then and there to put together a real crew of her own. Friends don't let friends stay on the Isle of the Lost. I think that was some kind of a PSA or something. Alright, so we are moving on to Under the Sea, apparently. Place that there, and we will pick up with Chapter 1. Ugh. That was good. No, not top messages. All messages. Come on. You dumb thing. Dudley Do-Right calling someone a dumbass was crossing a line. You're banned. Okay, I am banned now too. There we go. Dang it, Bobsheaux, I breathed my Dr. Pepper. I got both ravens at once. Woo! I wish that YouTube didn't have COPPA or copyright, says HR Productions. Me too. I understand why they're important, but it's very hard for us creative types to work around them. Super Disney fan asks if I've ever been to Alabama, Georgia, or Florida. I only very recently just visited my aunt in Florida. She actually works at Walt Disney World, so she was able to get me and my family in for free. That was awesome. Let's see. If Descendants and Zombies get a crossover, then they might reveal Carlos's fate. Oh no. Oh no. The way that they're tapping into everything else, it is especially possible for them to do a crossover with zombies. But they're not going to do anything with Carlos. They have so much respect for Cameron Boyce. I almost lost his name there. They have so much respect for Cameron Boyce that I can't say anything. It's going to delve into spoiler territory. But they can't do anything with Carlos because everyone on set loved him way too much. And doing anything with Carlos is just going to be a betrayal to Boyce's memory, which I can respect from an actor's perspective. But in universe, there is no reason for them to just accept Carlos's passing, whatever that might be. We have had far too many characters come back from the dead. We've got so many zombie stories we could be tapping into. Again, especially with Disney's zombies. It's just there's no reason for it at all, except for paying respects to Cameron Boyce, which is good, but make it make sense in universe. That's all I want. And this was a code brand for a Shy Cartoon Girl as well. Shay J Multiversal, I don't think that you missed your sponsored post. I think that still has yet to come. Hello, Rebel the Wolf Girl. Would you review and improve bad comedies from Happy Madison? Asks Lafcadio Young. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name there. I am always open to suggestions. I am not saying no, simply not at the moment. But keep on watching. I just might. And Anthony Watson is bringing this old joke back. What is Scar's favorite food? Strawberries! Oh, Felix, no. I heard a rumor, Felix says. Someone was remaking The Wizard of Oz. You cannot remake The Wizard of Oz. All you can do is try to reinterpret it. There are a lot of things you can do with the story that has not yet been done on film. Of course, everyone cherishes the MGM film so much that that's the standard. But if you're going to do The Wizard of Oz, the only way you could do it is if you try to bring that level of charm while also adhering more to the original book.
No. It must be Muppets or it must not happen.
It must...
Muppets done the right way.
Muppets done the right way. Muppets with the right people behind it and the right motivation behind it. I couldn't tell you what happened with the Muppets Wizard of Oz as we currently know it. I mean, I could tell you what happened. I just don't understand the why. I don't know why they did the things that they did, but it just was awful. Did not work.
No, it really didn't. One of the worst Muppet adaptations I've ever seen.
And it was so easy. They've already done it before on the Muppet Show. Or, no, it wasn't the Muppet Show, but it was at that same time when they were at their peak. They had Muppets Go to the Movie special where they were just recreating some of their favorite bits from famous movies, like Casablanca, that sort of thing. And it was Miss Piggy starring as Dorothy as she and all of her friends from Oz are singing We're Off to See the Wizard.
Yeah.
And it was great. But, yes, now that we're back, what's coming up after Dudley Do-Right?
No more Dudley Do-Right calling someone a dumbass. That was too much.
Dudley Dumbass?
No! I need to, bubble.
Yeah, I suppose you do. Do you know what else you need? Oh, yo, sir.
No! It's too late. That ship is sailed. Okay.
Yeah, so what is after Deadly Do Right?
Colin, you're already perma-banned.
Let's keep reaching for more band camp.
Don't reach. Be content in your current status. Stop making it worse. Okay.
You're making it worse!
That was Dudley Do Right. And ACO's third studio, by default, is also banned.
There you go. Away with you.
Okay. Now, my face. Next is a sponsor post.
From whom?
I don't know. From Nathan Ottinger.
What's he got?
Angry Shaggy. Why is he angry? Angry Shaggy. Why is he angry? He's being forced to read Descendants. That's enough to make anyone angry.
Wow.
Start with Angry Shaggy.
Shaggy's gotta be like the chillest dude ever. Except when he's, running in terror. And I love that Shaggy makes so much more sense to me since you pointed this out. Of course he's terrified of everything. He's constantly high, so he's paranoid all the time. It only makes too much sense. I do need to apologize to everyone. Chapter 1 opens with a little song.
Oh boy. Angry Shaggy singing. Oh god.
Like, I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They were kidding when they called me, well, witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways. Repented, seen the light and took a switch. Ursula, the Little Mermaid, man. Ah, I'm angry. And as a little palate cleanser, this one's on the house. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They went kidding when they called me a witch.
Well, witch.
But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my
Mended
ways.
all my ways.
Repented, seen the light, and took a switch. Oh, yes. Chapter 1. A celebration of Auradon. Yay. So now I think we are moving directly after the events of the first movie. So...
No, you're not. Oh, you're not done with that sponsored post. You're just
No, I'm not done
Angry
with the
Shaggy.
sponsored post. I'm just setting up to where we are. What's next?
You need Senile.
I need senile. Oh, dear.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Alright, so what are we doing here? Don't ask me, I have no idea.
Senile as an edgy emo teen.
And now, please welcome Sebastian and the 7 Wonders of the Sea. The cheerful announcer, a merman floating in the waves, joyfully declared, a magnificent clam-shaped stage rose from the ocean and slowly opened to display the famous crab and a row of pretty mermaids launching into a rollicking tune. That's what you asked for, right? Edgy Elmo? Is that what it?
Edgy Elmo.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful. I'm going, what the heck is he doing?
Edgy Elmo, it's what you asked for.
Yes, obviously that's what I asked for. Edgy Elmo.
Okay, what are we doing next?
Next, Mimi Fox as a punk rocker.
Ah, crap, hang on. Hi, Gewalt! Yeah, I know it hurts, sorry. Okay.
Unfortunately, Mimi needs some repair.
She does, she's got a few busted stitches on her.
She wasn't designed for his big old hands.
None of my puppets were. Hey, Folk Manus, we kind of need you to step up your adult game a little bit here.
Sure, adult man playing with puppets. It's fine. Taking his puppet into the children's section. It's puppet with boobs.
No boobs.
Oh, she didn't have boobs then?
She didn't have boobs then. She was only a head at the time.
Ah, yes.
I'm just walking through the little girl's fashion at Walmart, trying to see, what would go nicely with this severed fox head?
He got some looks. He was actually approached in, what bookstore was it?
I was just going to say, this is nothing.
You have to tell that story real quick.
Yes, I do. Back when we were first getting Storytime with Bobsheaux off the ground, we were looking for things that we could read. And because this all spun out from my reading of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, we were looking at some other short children's books that we could delve into. So I'm looking through the kids section of my local Barnes & Noble, and I'm
taking pictures.
And I'm skimming through, and I'm just taking pictures of some of the covers and sending them to Raven to get her input. Would this be a good choice for a story time with Bobsheaux? What do you think? Click. Click. Tell me this doesn't look weird.
Here comes an employee.
we have a couple of young mothers with their kids kind of wandering around the children's section here. Click. Click. So, naturally, here comes someone who works for the store. Excuse me, sir? You don't have to say anything. I know exactly what this looks like. But you know what? Here.
I'll show you the picture.
I'm going to show you what I'm taking pictures of. Don't be shocked. There is no reason to be. See? Books. Only books.
Oh.
I am happy that I am that self-aware that I that I can avoid making a big deal out of being accused. Is that where we are? They didn't say anything yet, but the implication was pretty damn heavy.
Yeah, she was coming over there to ask you what exactly you were up to and get you to leave the store.
Yes, I'm completely aware of what this looks like. It is not that.
Just books.
Just books. Look at the books. Lots and lots of books.
How tall is Bobsheaux? Do you mind if everybody knows how tall you are?
Not quite 6 feet.
He always says that he's 5'10".
I don't remember what it is. It's somewhere between 5'9", 5'11", sure, 5'10", let's say that.
He's 5'10".
5'10", okay. So, yeah, this 5'10", late 30s-year-old man. Hello, book section for little children.
I'm going to take some pictures.
Do you want to meet my fox friend? Hey, don't knock it till you try it, sugar.
Oh.
I am going to help.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Mimi Fox here. Hi, y'all.
Yes, as a punk rocker.
It's punk rocker.
Or her interpretation of a punk rocker.
The sandy beach front in front of Ariel and Eric's castle had been turned into an outdoor stadium. You jerk. Complete with bleachers above the water. Seated high in the royal box with Ben and her friends, Mal eagerly clapped with the rest of the audience, gathered for the start of the annual Seaside... Can you turn the page for me, sweetie? Oh, yeah, sure. Still rocking. Seaside Festival, a day-long celebration in merfolk life. You dingus. See, because I'm a punk. Alright, what we got next?
Sorry. I was chatting. That was all for Nathan Andrew. Thank you, Nathan. That was lovely. I love the interpretations. Next is a voice from the chat.
Voice from the chat.
Woo!
What do we got?
And it is... Let's see, you did that one. Oh yeah, let's skip ahead to this one. Rebel Wolf Girl has said she would like to go to band camp.
Would she?
Yes, absolutely. She's headed to band camp for Gilbert Godfrey as Mr. Rogers. To band.
Oh, all right. Next to her, Evie was taking zaps on her phone with Arabella. Arabella, Ariel's niece.
What? Arabella, Ariel's niece?
Taking zaps on her phone? Like electrical zaps? You zap people with it? Is that how that works? And Arabella, did Ariel somehow become the sister of Jasmine? Is that what that is? Who was something of a fashion maven and idolized Evie's style. No, she didn't. Maybe Evie made the best of what she had on the Isle of the Lost, but no! She's not going to idolize Evie's style. Or maybe she is.
We're leaving out the Mr. Rogers. This is all Godfrey.
Yes, I know. They're hard to reconcile. Excuse me. But maybe that just goes to show you that Arabella has really bad taste because she's a mermaid. Of course she would have bad taste in clothing. All she knows is seashells.
That's a stereotype.
Tell me I'm wrong. The two are currently sporting matching V-braids and poison heart necklaces. Evie had even made Arabella's outfit. What? A lavender-colored blouse with a lace bodice, along with the distressed leather skirt. So is this girl human or what? What is she? Sorry, it's hard to sneak in his cute little southern accent in there. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood!
Shame.
No. Next
is... That was a voice from the chat. Yes, so... Now is a sponsor post from ATM, who will be getting our first shout-out on a blog for his sponsored post.
Huzzah.
And Alex says, I like the stage version of Sweeney Todd much better than the movie. I haven't seen the stage version.
No,
I like
we
Angela.
We have to fix
No.
that.
I like Angela Lansbury better than Mrs. Lovett, much more than Carter. Ooh, that might be fighting words. One of my most favorite movies is Schindler's List. I've never seen that. I don't think I could handle the sad.
Oh, there is so much sad in that movie.
I don't think I could handle the sad. Just thought I'd share.
He said laughing his ass off at the sad. I'm terrible, excuse me.
You are.
It's hilarious that you're watching so many things that you otherwise wouldn't. With me. Because of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because of you. Because I know how to make them fun. Not just the shit that we do for our videos, but just in our off time. We are seriously enjoying period costume dramas, somehow. Largely in part because I'm laughing at it and poking fun at it. I really don't think I would be able to help you enjoy Schindler's List. One moment.
Go on. I can hear you.
But yes, how do I watch a movie with my lady that I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to laugh at? Would not work.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But,
okay.
What does ATM have for us?
ATM has a sponsored post. I just clicked off of it.
Yes.
He also says, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Yes, rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
Indeed.
And his voice suggestion is Optimus Prime.
Nice. Evie and Arabella couldn't stop giggling. What's so funny? Val asked. This is the voice of Mal.
Say rotten to the core.
Because I'm rotten to the core.
Give me your face.
Give me your face.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We are in serious trouble when the leader of the Autobots is in fact more villainous than the damn villain kids.
They just want to do good.
For today, we bring the war to them. Yeah, that's heroic.
Stay character.
Yeah, that's heroic. Mal, do this filter with us, Evie said.
That was a weird sound that you made with your throat. Somewhere between a gurgle and a growl.
They're talking about playing with filters on their phones as they take zaps with them. Ugh. Evie said, and Mal obliged, sticking her tongue out at the camera. The image on the phone turned all three of them into mermaids, complete with curved green tails. Why are they taking zaps with their phones? That implies magic. I thought magic in this universe was a major no-no. Next.
That was it for ATM sponsored post.
Thank you, ATM. Roll out.
Roll out.
Into Bandcamp.
Excellent. Oh, Raven had a suggestion from the chat.
What's that?
Radio from Brave Little Toaster. Why? Why did they treat Blanket so badly? It's a terrible movie. They were so mean. Hated that movie. That was his favorite movie when he was very little. And I don't know why.
Because it's intense. It showed the world that just because it's a kid's movie, that doesn't mean it has to be stupid.
It was mean.
And it broke me in the best way possible.
That's what happened. That all goes back to that initial trauma.
Pretty much.
I had never seen it. We watched it together a couple of months ago, and I was just struck by how mean everybody is to Blanket.
He's a little wuss. What do you want him to do?
He's just little. He's a blanket. He's supposed to be soft.
I suppose if anyone is going to be the child in this group of inanimate objects, it makes sense that the baby blanket would be that.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense that they would pick on him for missing their master when they're all in that same boat.
They were just me. Even the toaster. The toaster wasn't heroic at all.
No, he was. He just took a while to stop being a jerk to the blanket first.
That is not how a hero behaves.
and I love how
made me angry.
I love how Lampy. Sorry for getting off topic here. I love how Lampy is observing the growing relationship between the toaster and Blanket, and he asks in all sincerity, "So, what's this thing with you and the blanket?" Not being a jerk to him.
Because we should be friends with everybody?
Not being a jerk to him is considered a thing. Being a dick to the blanket is just the default.
The junkyard scene broke me too.
Oh.
Anyway, do radio.
Where was I?
Justice for Blanket.
Yes, Carrie Ellis is... his ship has sailed. Now it's hashtag Justice for Blanket.
And we're still Justice for Carrie. Terrible agent. The Brave Little Toaster is the movie we were talking about. It's a terrible movie for children. Do not recommend it.
All the recommendations.
No, I don't recommend it. See how Bobsheaux turned out? It's because of that movie. That started it all.
That's pretty much what I look like when I swim, Arabella said approvingly. Cool, Mouse said. On the stage, Sebastian was zooming around on his claws, belting his heart out while the mermaids harmonized the splash, swimming in synchronized patterns around the stage. Who knew crustaceans were so talented? Mal whispered to Ben as Sebastian hit the high note. That's racist. Ding! Ben grinned and squeezed her arm in agreement. And speaking of racist, listen to our final broadcast. Mammy, I'm like a million miles from where you smiles.
Robert, I'm going to moderate you out of here. No.
They're sinking in this big mud pit in the swamp. And as a final broadcast, what does he do? He switches over to the jazz singer. Right over the heads of all the little kids watching at home. Next.
Hang on, these are good. I have to write them down.
Someone do a sponsored post and say Al Jolson.
No! Enough! Okay, so what did you just do? You did radio.
Yes, radio.
Do blanket. That's my suggestion. Be nice to him.
I will be nice to Blanket.
Colin!
Anyway, Blanket, to whom...
Don't encourage him, people!
Blanket, to whom I am being nice.
Yes.
He looked so handsome in his royal coat and sash, the royal crown on his honey-colored hair. The crowd cheered when they saw him smile, and he waved back from the balcony. Come on, Mal, give him a wave, he urged.
We love you, Blanket.
Yes. Thank you. That was my suggestion.
I'm sorry that all your best friends don't.
That's right. Don't talk to them. They're mean. Next is a sponsor post from Pretzel. Another sponsor post from Pretzel.
Pretzel. Woo, what's he got?
Woo. These are 2 more dice. and an extra. And a bonus.
Okay.
So now we want to hear the 12-sided dice that gets almost no use.
Thank you for that little bit of insight. That helps me out greatly.
Mal hesitantly raised her hand and waved as well, and another cheer rose from the crowd. She was still getting used to the position of royal girlfriend. That's your title, royal girlfriend. And I thought I had it bad. And all the attention it generated. She never wanted to embarrass Ben, and was keenly aware of how different she was from his former girlfriend. Ugh. Next.
Who was his former girlfriend?
I forget her name, but she was the daughter of Sleeping Beauty.
Was it? Oh yeah, okay. And I just spilled water down the front of myself.
She had pink hair to code to the audience that she was the real villain all along.
I agree with that. And now a D20, the standard dice used everywhere. Almost everywhere.
Alright, here we go. Audrey was the epitome of an Oradon princess. It was Audrey, that was her name. Audrey, okay,
Audrey,
good.
yes, thank you.
Yes, that was her name. She looked so perfectly sweet and lovely that birds would perch on her finger. No, that never happened. While Mal was definitely a villain kid from the Isle. A reformed villain, sure, but chirping kids certainly wouldn't have... but chirping birds certainly wouldn't be worshipping her anytime soon. Unlike Audrey, Mal preferred to wear leather pants rather than pretty dresses. Where do they get leather pants on the Island of the Lost, I ask you? So far, the people of the Oradon didn't seem to mind, and Mal was grateful that they were so accepting! It's a 1! Damn it!
Bravo. And
Thank
now,
you.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
How do they fly so high, asked Carlos, as the mermaid shot into the air at the rhythm of the music and performed dizzying backflips. I thought they were mermaids, not fairies. Sammy?
What'd you get for thinking?
What do we have next, love?
Oh, that's all?
That's all.
Alright, the next is a voice from the chat.
Voices from the chat.
Woo! And you don't know Baldur's Gate 3, right?
I do not, but Raven number 2 needs to give us a voice.
She will. Don't look at the chat. Stop looking at the chat. She knows what to do.
I didn't look at the suggestion. I was just saying.
You did look and saw that there was no suggestion, but Raven has a system.
Exactly. I didn't see the suggestion.
It comes later.
I broke no rules.
I looked for it. You broke the rules. You did. Ban. Get the broom.
Commence beating.
Good. You can share that with Colin when we get to his.
But to answer your question, no, I do not know Baldur's Gate 3, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Welcome the Za Lover? Hi, this is my first stream here. Gabriel Kane, the creative kid, introduced me to you guys. You two are really funny. Well, welcome. Make a voice suggestion.
Yes, please do. Welcome to the Bobsheaux family.
Absolutely. Where we're nice to the blanket.
Yeah, sure, let's say that.
We better be. Okay, so anyway, Baldur's Gate 3, you don't know it. So you don't know Asterion. My family is crazy for that game. They play it so much. But it's a sexy British accent, but with lots of sass. A very sassy, sexy Brit.
My mind leaps to David Bowie. Is that appropriate?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
So, since I don't know this
I'll
character
enjoy
exactly,
it whether it's accurate or not.
it's at least in that ballpark.
Yes. This is for the Adorable Witch, by the way.
Of course it is. They're jumping, not flying, said Jay, looking envious. It's like water parkour. How do you know what parkour is? Do they celebrate that a lot on the Isle of the Lost? Is that a thing that they do?
Apparently.
Oh, like what they do in roar competitions, Carlos teased, meaning the Royal Order of Oradon Regiment. Why would you call it roar?
I just threw my pen on the floor.
Oh, let me pick that up for you. Next.
With your sexy British sass.
Yes, exactly.
Next is a sponsored post.
From who?
I don't know. That was that. Another one from ATM, Alex.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Oh,
What do
and
you got?
he's headed right back to Bandham.
Of course he is.
Gilbert Godfrey singing Feed the Birds? You two make me smile. Well, you're making me cry. Shame on you. Feed the Birds is a beautiful song. And you're going to make him ruin it.
You know all that.
sword fighting flips, and stuff as you call it, jumping right when I trance again, after a last turny game. Cool, said Jay, adjusting his red beanie over his forehead. Mal shushed the guys as the mermaids finished their song, and the clam closed again and disappeared underwater. Next, the orchestra was introduced, showcasing a talented variety of scenes.
Get to the end!
Instruments and a custom-built set.
Enough! You're reading too much!
I can't just stop in mid-sentence.
Yes, you had read enough. Enough in that voice. Where was that I saw? Oh, okay, it wasn't a good
beer, $2 a glass. Come on, help me, I'm freezing my ass. Buy me brandy, a snifter of wine. Who am I kidding? I'll drink turpentine.
What is that from?
That is from The Simpsons doing their own take on Mary Poppins. Where in place of the old lady trying to sell seed for the birds, it's Barney lying on the front step of Moe's, begging for beer.
While we're on that particular kick, where was that other Gilbert Godfrey or... Oh, it was French Iago. I don't remember who said it. But the voice suggestion is from the chat. Let's do French Iago and get it out of the way.
French Iago, oh my lord.
It was a joyful, dazzling celebration. Growing up, Mel recalled watching, sneering at, the festival coverage of Oregon News Network. But that was nothing compared to seeing it live, to marveling at the shimmering scales on the mermaids, and watching a killer shark pluck sharp strings with its fins so delicately. Mon Dieu. Deco, maybe, just... the King Ben is so terrified of every villain.
Must you have an opinion right now?
I must have an opinion right now. He is so terrified of every villain to ever cross through the space-time continuum that he will incarcerate them in his little I Love the Lost. No, this is not his MO. What is he doing with his killer sharks swimming around the bay outside of Oregon? Why aren't they locked away along with the monster? They'll go ahead and put monster away, but not the sharks. Why not? Make it make sense. Anyway, almost done.
Oh, come on!
The Seaside Festival was just the first in an annual All-Kingdom celebration of Oregon, wherein every kingdom hosted the king with a plethora of festivities that showcase their unique culture. And FYI, I'm freezing my nuts off.
Robert,
Yes.
have some decorum.
No.
There's a first time for everything. I'm taking some ibuprofen, so I can't look for the next post. So I just saw one from someone I have not seen before. Schwilly Pirate.
Shrilly Pirate, welcome to the
Schwilly
chat.
Pirate. Do German Cool Cat.
God. Oh, my German accent is terrible on the best of days. Crap, where is it? Where'd it go?
Suddenly, Mal felt something shift in her pocket and got a glimpse of the dragon's egg she had found in the catacombs of Doom only a few days earlier. Oh dear! Cool Cat makes for an angry German.
I just took the ibuprofen. It hasn't had a chance to kick in.
I am trying to sound happy, like Cool Cat should. But Susan Schummelfelter, it only comes across as very angry. Hiya, savage!
The Germans are a happy bunch.
The evil talisman has been disarmed, but its surface was crisscrossed with green lines and they were multiplying by the minute. What is it? You will answer now.
A sponsored post. ATM, you go under the band camp. Under.
What is it? You have to tell us.
Bobcat Goldthwait singing Unfortunate Souls. Alex! I agree. Broom for Alex. Band camp. Permanently under the band camp. Below solitary confinement.
Somewhere under the band camp, Alex dwells.
It's better than Bobcat Goldthwait singing Poor Unfortunate Souls. Oh, God. Everybody, rip your eardrums.
Mountain knew it was dangerous, but she couldn't help keeping the dragon's egg with her at all times. And to be destroyed soon, and Ben kept reminding her about it. And she always had an excuse as to why she couldn't see Fairy Godmother just yet. For some reason, she just wanted to keep the egg a little longer. There's no rush yet. It was there besides the dragon's egg was so warm and toasty in her pocket.
Ew. This is gross. Oh.
Next.
Alex is so banned.
Thank you, Alex.
Next is a voice from the chat. I just saw one. I think I wrote it down. Okay. Yep. There's that. Yes. Our first time attendee has a voice suggestion. And you make it to band camp on your very first try. The Zalover.
The Zalover.
The Zalover.
The Zalover.
Yes.
Congratulations, you are going into band camp, which is a badge of honor around these parts.
Yes. For Cool Cat as Gollum.
Cool Cat as Gollum. Wow.
It's nice to be back, man. Even though we's were only gone for a day. It felt like we's were down in the catacombs for a long time. Cool cat. Ben nodded. I'm glad everything worked out. Thanks to users, since Ben has appeared at the last minute, said everything's right on our adventures. Exquisite!
You know, for that, I think Gabriel, the creative kid, you gotta go with. Since you're the one that brought the Zalover here.
Yes.
Your honorary band camp.
All new members and their hosts are going into band camp.
Yes! That was terrible.
Yes, it was.
Next is a sponsored post.
From who?
From Shay J Multiverse. Shay J, are you in the house? Are we there, Shay J?
I hope so, because she was afraid that she missed it earlier.
I think Shay J's Is Shay J a guy? I'm not sure.
Sorry.
One of us is wrong.
One of us is wrong. But anyway, what is it?
Give me just a second. I just want to hear confirmation that Shay J is here.
Are you here, Shay J? And tell us who is right.
Gabriel Kane says the Zalover. Zal, what did you do?
Your boy is here. That was me. I'm wrong. Sorry.
Okay. All right, here we go. Shay J Multiversal would like to hear. All of the following should be done as though they were rotten to the core.
Oh no.
So, put these characters into Descendants.
Oh no.
Beginning with Megatron. Are you stumped, or is this part of the bit?
I am working out the process here. We have Queen Grimhilda, who is so evil that she wanted to kill her stepdaughter just because she was prettier than her. So naturally, you want that part filled by Kathy Najimy.
Good night, ATM. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Thank you, ATM. You have Maleficent, the self-proclaimed mistress of all evil, with that haunting and yet elegant voice of a Leona Toombs. No, I'm thinking of her granddaughter. Sorry, Eleanor Audley. That's who it is. Eleanor Audley.
So regal.
Yes. You don't want to hear any curses that she may place upon you. But while it's happening, more please? And who do you have that? And who do you have playing that character? Kristen Chenoweth. Who is a
brilliant singer.
Who is at best...
Wonderful actress.
Who is at best a Tinkerbell.
I'm back!
I'm back!
Don't you want to be evil like me?
Yeah.
No, you're a bad kind of evil. You're an inappropriate kind of evil. Sorry.
Let's hear Megatron, Descendants Megatron.
Descendants Megatron. God. And you, he said, nudging her. And us, chimed in Carlos. Wow. Carlos, Jane Evie said teasingly. Totally, group hug.
Owen Wilson?
Wow. I don't know, he just kind of popped in there, he just kind of stuck. Yes, of course, Megatron in Descendants is played by Owen Wilson. It's perfect.
Is it? That's
Yes.
weird.
Of course. Yes, it's because it's weird that it's perfect. There's absolutely no menace in that man. Of course he's freaking Megatron. Group hug, they chorused, and the five of them shared an affectionate embrace. Evie pulled an Arabella too, so she wouldn't feel left out, even though she hadn't braved the catacombs of doom with them. Oh, it's really nice of them now. That's great. That's good. Next.
Next is Descendants Starscream.
Baby, I'm sorry, but I gotta.
What are you gonna do? You gonna get Shay J banned again, aren't you?
The orchestra finished its performance with a roaring crescendo.
Haven't we heard enough?
Never! Never! Of percussion by a group of manta rays, just as... Percussion by a group of manta rays? How are they gonna do percussion when they have no hands?
With their wings.
Just as proud King Triton rose from the waves. He held his golden trident to the sky, and an entire coastline exploded in a dazzling canvas of color and light and magic. Megatron has fallen! I am your new leader!
God. Oh.
Yeah, greetings, miserable Earth germs. I am Megatron.
Now, Soundwave and Shockwave as Descendants characters.
God. I hate myself.
And they put an arm around them as the fireworks burned all around them. She leans
I
her
think
head
your
against his
I think your
chest.
sound cancellation is making that not work.
That's probably accurate. They nestled into his arms, feeling lucky and content, and a tiny bit guilty about the dragon's egg hidden in her package.
Could you not hear me? Good, that was the point, because Soundwave is an iPod. And Shockwave. Shockwave.
After the show, the gang wandered down to the exhibiter booth to shop for seaside souvenirs before the start of the Mer Games. Mal and Ben walked hand in hand behind their friends, lingering at a stand selling seashell necklaces. Cybertron is under my protection. Meh.
Do you see what you did, Descendants? You ruined the Decepticons! Ugh.
And as a final voice, it was really only supposed to be 3 suggestions, but we make an exception sometimes. For Raven, I personally say your suggestion of favorite voice for Bob to use as long as he behaves. High five to you both.
Thank you.
I don't know. Give me some Lucifer. Haven't had Lucifer in a while.
Is that what you desire?
It is.
Pretty, said Mal, holding up a particularly luminescent piece, a creamy, pastel-colored one polished to a high shine. Each one is unique, the mermaid attending the booth smiled. Mermaid attending the booth. Are they on land? Or is the booth submerged in the water? I don't quite know how that works. No two are alike in the world. Do you want one? Asked Ben, reaching for his wallet. Mal smiled and shook her head. No, I just like looking at them. She handed the seashell necklace back to the mermaid. Oh, yes, of course, that's what you want to do, isn't it? Oh, no, I just like looking at them. Blink, 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 blinkety, blink, blink, blink. Next.
Next is a voice from the chat.
Voice from the chat.
Yes, and the suggestion was, I forgot who made it,
Oh.
but it was for Ducky from NCIS, but you don't know NCIS. So he would also play the 2014 Son of Batman Alfred.
I have not seen Son of Son of Batman, actually.
Son of Alfred, that would be good.
Oh boy. However,
Okay.
since you asked for Ducky, I can give you that kind of.
No!
I have to try.
Oh, that's not the right Ducky!
It is a Ducky, it counts.
It's not a Ducky. Oh, God.
They are not just beautiful, the mermaid told them. Each of them contains a little sea magic. Yep, yep, yep.
You should feel bad about yourself.
I do
You
not.
should be ashamed.
The most famous seashell necklace was Ursula's golden one, of course. Her power almost defeated Tritons, but thankfully it was destroyed. Yes, it was. The mermaid shuddered at the memory. Next.
Shame on you.
She's too adorable. I refuse to ignore her.
Let's see. The next sponsored post will be Selena Lee's, so I want to make sure Selena is here. And while we're waiting for an answer, we shall do a voice suggestion from the chat, just to make sure that she's here. Give her a chance to answer. And what was it? I saw a cute one. Oh yeah. Super Disney fan would like to go to Bandcamp for Herbert the Pervert as Cookie Monster. Bandcamp.
Away with you.
And Selena is here, so when you're done with that, we will move on to her sponsor post.
Very good. Mal nodded and took Ben's hand and pulled him way up to catch the rest of the group. She didn't want any mention of villain history to mar their day, and Ursula's evil actions still cast a shadow on the seaside community in the same way that Audrey's grandmother had snapped upon seeing Mal, the daughter of Sleeping Beauty's famous nemesis, attending school in Oradon. Cookie.
No!
And just...
Shame on you, Super Disney fan.
Yeah, not really.
Yes, really. All the shame. Bandcamp.
What does Selena Lee have for us?
Selena Lee's post says, "Hi, Bobsheaux. Happy birthday.
Aw, thank you.
Please do Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat as Cool Cat to start with."
Oh, God. Bandcamp for you. There you go. There it is. They found their friends in front of a booth selling scoops of Seaside's famous clamshade fried ice cream. Arabella had taken the role of unofficial tour guide and was telling Evie, Jay, and Carlos which flavor tasted the best and which ones to avoid. Plankton is a good choice, yeah! It tastes like pistachio, Arabella said, tapping the glass and pointing to the nearest tub. Hey, how do you know what pistachio tastes like? God, that was horrible. Next.
And next is Sir. You need Oopsie for this one.
Ew.
No, not ew.
She's not real.
She's real.
She is a figment of Corazon's twisted imagination. Isn't that right?
No.
Talk to me, damn it!
Selena says, "I appreciate you reviewing Cool Cat as it completely ignores the way I was bullied in school, flat out ignoring by my peers. Way to go, Savage.
Ooh.
Thanks for all the laughs, Bob." And the
welcome.
final voice in her suggestion is Sir Ian McKellen as Oopsie.
What?
You heard me.
Sir Ian McKellen.
Yes.
As Oopsie.
As Oopsie.
Sounds good. I'll take it, said Carlos. Whoopsie. Jay leaned over the counter. What about that one? She asked, motioning to attack the colored flavor. Oh, that's an enemy. It tastes like chocolate. Don't fireball, not avail you, flame balloon! You shall not! Whoopsie!
Damn it!
I knew it! Yes!
I have to pee.
Cutbridge number 2! There was a little stream that fell into the river, and the river flowed and flowed into a giant lake! Whoopsie!
Woo! I love it. Got all messages here. There we go. Selena Lee, thanks for the post as Raven, but you are banned, along with Bobsheaux. Yes, there we go. I love it. I bet that's also Oopsie's catchphrase when she has an accident, says Cullen Warmblunt. You might think so, but actually it's not. She has no catchphrase because she's not real. Jim Brookboy 3, it's alright for showing up late. We show up late all the time. You have just missed Code Brent number 2. Which was Ian McKellen playing Oopsie. HR Productions asked, have you ever thought about starting a line of merchandise? I have had a line of merchandise for a while now. I've got a very, very badly maintained store at Zazzle.com that I've been linking to for years. I need to do something with that. I gotta get myself a better platform and sell higher quality merch, certainly. But yes, I do have some merchandise. It's not great. I need to up my game a little bit on that end, don't I? No, Raven, Oopsie is not real. She is just a little figment of Corazon's imagination. Live with it. There's going to be a 2027 Cat in the Hat movie. Ugh. Okay, I guess it makes sense to remake the bad movies if you're going to attempt to make them into something better, but too soon. We need to let a few more decades go so we can forget the Mike Myers movie. As old as it counts, says Raymond. Alright, fair enough. And that was for the code Brent for the Zal Lover and Shady Multiversal. I am good! There was a little live stream. Time to release the Fox Chubby's t-shirts. Oh my god. Is that how we're going to do it? Is that how we're going to make Bobsheaux so sustainable that I'm able to finally move out of California and be with my lady in Oregon? By selling Fox Chubby's t-shirts. Baby, we gotta make that happen. The Fox Chubby shirts must be made. Darth Ingressus asks, where is Wolfabob? No one's asked for him yet. I'm sure he's in the suggestions somewhere, but when someone asks for him, he will show up. That's how I roll. I do believe in Oopsie. I do, says Raven in Herky Big Pain. Bob Chubbies says Colin Warbot. Oh god, no. No Bob Chubbies. Snow White failed so bad it makes Mufasa look like Avatar. Jeez. Who knew? Who could have imagined that talking bad about one of the most beloved movies of all time in the service of a remake that you're doing would act against your favor? Who could have ever seen that? Weird.
Say nothing. No.
I don't have to avoid saying that. Everyone's thinking the same damn thing.
It doesn't matter. You know you're going to have to review it.
I will review it, and I will review it properly.
You will review it objectively.
I will review it objectively.
You have to give it a chance.
I will give it a chance. But she's not helping.
You stop it.
I have to pee.
Wrong one, sorry. There we go. Ian McKellen is Oopsie.
No Bob Chubby's shirts or whatever y'all are saying either.
Fox Chubby shirts. That's got to be it.
No,
it's going to show an adorable little cartoon Chubby Fox.
No.
It's going to look like a little puppy.
No, because you know what everybody thinks that means.
That's why it's hilarious.
There are already rumors about you.
Alright, we got a voice from the chat next. Is that it?
I don't know. Yes, because of Oopsie, you shall not Oopsie. That was mean.
You shut up, Oopsie!
Shut up.
And then it looks like the Balrog is destroyed, but then it whips her down. Oopsie! No! How hilarious would it be if that's what Gandalf went out on? Not, fly, you fool, but, oopsie!
No. I need some more voices from the chat, guys.
Do we have nothing but sponsored posts?
Well, I guess I haven't been writing them down.
Uh-oh.
Come up with some good ones. Damn it. I have a good one. I have a terrible one. Home Cruise would like to go to band camp because he wants to hear Speedy.
Speedy.
From Cars Life.
Sorry.
Why do I remember that and you don't? Because I was traumatized. That's why. It's a trauma bond. Oh, God.
I'll go with that one, said Jay. Nodding to the merman and looked at the counter. He watched as the merman scooped up a hefty roll, placed it between two crusty pieces of bread, and placed it like a clam on top of the darn thing into the fryer, and stuck it on a popsicle stick, and handed it to Jay to eat.
My voice cannot go that high and it hurts.
Take a drink. Protect the vocal cords.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Felix! Don't look. Y'all missed where I said make some good ones. Good suggestions.
Are you cringing?
Yes.
Then they're good ones.
No. No. Okay. Next is a sponsored post from Anthony Watson.
Anthony Watson, thank you so much. What's he got for us?
Sharptooth from Land Before Time 1.
Great.
I don't remember that.
Gotta get Frank Welker up in here to do his monstery snarls.
Okay, pause for just a second. Just pause for just a second. I've seen this question a couple times. Bandcamp is for fun. When you make a particularly awful suggestion, you are sent to Bandcamp. And
Observe.
it's all in good fun.
You're going into band camp because you are a terrible person.
Yes, but it's funny. Everybody tries to get there.
It,
So it's all good.
the idea is to make Raven cringe with your terrible voice suggestions. So,
That's not the idea. That you don't have to do that.
but it's funny.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
And why are they laughing?
Because you are making them laugh. It's not me.
Sorry, where were we? ATM?
Sharptooth.
Or
No.
Anthony.
Anthony Watson.
Anthony Watson. Sharptooth. Yes, that's right.
Wow, how does it keep from melting? Magic, said Evie. Kidding. Little bread keeps the heat away from the ice cream like a shield. That's simple chemistry. That's a really dumb explanation. Next.
Oh, shy. Oh, shy.
Yes. Was there more
Jot
to
that down.
Anthony's post, or are we going to wait for the chat?
I don't know. Give me a minute. I got a lot going on. That was all for his sponsored post. Thank you for your sponsored post, Anthony. Why did my calculator open up? I don't need to calculate anything. Next is a voice from the chat.
Wait for the chat.
Woo! Zachary in the Raboot Squad says he'd like to step up to the plate for band camp.
Oh.
And he knocks it out of the park with Dirty Dog as Gandalf. To band camp. Band camp away with you. That's terrible. Torment is our love language. Yes, it is, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
Which one do you want, Mal? Asked Ben. My treat! Let me guess. Purple starfish! Good guess, he said, squeezing his hand. One purple starfish coming right up, he said, with a smile. I'll have the same, Ben told the clerk.
Next.
Next is, that was from the chat, yes?
Yes.
Dirty Dog is again. Oh, that was terrible, Zachary. Next is another post from Anthony Watson. Oh, Anthony Bandcamp. Banned. Gilbert Godfrey's stiffer than a Mr. ASMR. Y'all turn down your headphones and pray.
Oh, God.
You don't have to do a good job. You can half-ass this. It's okay.
No, this was a sponsored post. I really got to try to
you don't have to. Anthony won't mind if you just, read it.
But he might. You don't know.
In your own voice.
You don't know.
You don't have to blow out our eardrums with Gilbert Godfrey.
Mal took a bite. It tasted like lavender and honey. Delicious.
Oh, God, why is this creepy? Why does it sound so creepy?
Evie and Arabella chose the Whitecaps flavor, which Evie reported tasted just like vanilla, except with a little more sea salt. The group
Shut up, Anthony. No one asked you what you wanted.
The group left the ice cream counter and slowly made their way through the crowded aisles of booths, admiring colorful pieces of sea glass and scrimshaw sculptures.
This is creepy. Why is it so creepy? He's not saying anything creepy, but it's creepy.
Because he sounds like Oswald Cobblepot running for mayor. Wear a button. Let me just get on
He
it.
does.
I gotta get into this mayor stuff. It's not about power. It's about reaching out to people, touching people, groping people.
What did I tell you about that? There are already rumors. Stop it.
And Danny DeVito wanted to write that character having a romantic happily ever after with Catwoman. Really? Really? What are you thinking, sir? So,
all right. Anthony said, yeah, I should do his best.
Now that your lady boner is killed forever, what's next?
Forever. Dead. Keep in mind, I'm coming to see you in a couple weeks.
I'll get it back on track.
No. I don't know. It's pre-dead.
Oh, I know.
Robert, don't do that. This is a family-friendly stream.
Is it though?
Next is a voice from the chat, and it's Felix coming in hot for a chance at band camp. And I believe he makes it with flying colors for John Cleese as a box of condoms. Just pulled that right out of the freaky air.
What?
Yes. Banned, Felix, banned.
Hey, what about this, Sir Carlos? Picking up a t-shirt that proudly proclaimed, I went to the Seaside Festival and all I got was this shirt. Perfect, said Evie, especially since it's in black and white. Of course, Sir Carlos, tossing the shirt over his shoulder. The next booth sold CDs of Blue Whale songs, and Carlos picked a set of headphones to listen. I wonder why they haven't switched to offering it on digital streaming services yet. Digital streaming services?
Where's the condoms coming in? That's what she said.
They have no Wi-Fi. They only have the most basic of television services. Why would they have digital streaming services? And I'm sorry. I don't know how to incorporate the box of condoms here, so I'm just saying, John Cleese. There you go. It seems to me that this is not the voice you want at all with the box of condoms, is it? I mean, it's not terribly seductive at all. It doesn't sound especially safe either, so
not
what's the
at
point?
all. One of the least sexy British accents ever.
Yes, I believe with government granting, I could make this condom very, very silly, sir.
Terrible.
There's defense, social services, the military, and city condoms.
No.
Next.
That was Felix Wolf from the next is a sponsored post. I'm sure this will be lovely. Oh, God. It's Colin again.
Thank you, Colin. I love that reaction. How have you given it to Raven?
It's too many. You're going to have to whittle it down a little bit.
Maybe so.
Macho Man Dudley Do Right Savage. That's too much, I think.
First things first, let's see if I can combine Macho Man with Dudley Do Right.
Don't call anybody a dumbass. I've went to the bathroom enough. Please.
Ooh, you know blue whales? They were a little old-fashioned and set in their ways, explained Arabella. Ooh, yeah! But you guys should head back to the aquatic auditorium to catch the start of the 1 million meter butterfly. The mermaid swims
You're
so
getting
fast.
a little Marvin the Martian in there. Little hints of Marvin the Martian, too.
That comparison makes me angry. Ooh, yeah! The mermen swim so fast you can't even see their fins. They're just blurs in the water. Dumbass.
Stop it.
And now I'm going to attempt to combine Dudley Do Right with Derek Savage. You're not joining us, Air Stevie. I have to say hi to my family. My grandfather's hosted a reception under the sea, said Arabella. I'll catch you at the free fin race.
Oh, God.
God bless
Can't start
now.
listening to the book now.
What's that?
We can't start listening to the book now. It can't get funny all of a sudden.
What do we have next?
He doesn't discuss his thoughts on movies that he might potentially have to review. So he's not going to answer that one.
Not in this format, no, sorry.
No. But, with the sponsored post, if you win a video chat, he will be answering that. You just have to promise to keep it to yourself. The
Promise
answers
the
to
word.
yourself. Yes. Badoom badoom. Oh, voice from the chat. Shy Cartoon Girl diving headfirst into band camp, at least in your opinion.
Uh-oh.
You'll need the children for this.
I knew it! Shy Cartoon Girl, you're a horrible person. Ugh.
Get the babies.
I knew I should have lit them on fire.
No! Stop holding him by his hair. That's mean.
Their existence is mean.
No, it's not. Stop it.
Is that better?
No. Where's her face?
She has no face. It burned off. Okay, that was accidental, I swear.
I'm tiny little enemy abomination. Whee!
That's Bedazzled.
And last and least, the middle child.
Shame on you. I think her name's Lilac. I keep forgetting their names. I am also a terrible mother.
Thanks to the magic of repetition, I know that it is in fact Lilac.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled, thank you. And
Furby show. Yep. And they will be playing the A&O pups.
Shoots leader of the pack. Shut up. I have to do this bullshit move because I'm apparently so inert. Whee!
This is not reading.
No, it's not. But there's no other way to do these things as the pups.
I climb a tree! Because that's what wolves do, apparently. Whee!
Oh.
Next.
Next is a sponsored post. From... Oh.
Oh?
This is your fault.
This is my fault. What did I do?
Colin.
Colin?
You asked for it, so Colin suggested it.
Uh-oh.
A sponsored post, ASMR Al Jolson. This is your fault, Robert.
Yes, it is. This is gonna get disturbing.
The mermaids were just as thrilling as Arabella promised, and Mal cheered with the rest of the crowd as the merfolk showcased their speed and strength in a number of races and
Why
competitions.
did it have to be ASMR? That's all I want to know, Colin. Why?
Because it's
Wasn't
funnier.
it bad enough?
Because it's funnier this way, Mammy.
Stop it!
Evie decided she liked the synchronized fin dancing best, while the boys enjoyed the underwater boxing matches, which were projected on a screen since the other audience members couldn't actually go underwater to watch them like the mermaids did. The free fin race was just about to start when a flash of lightning forked the sky and crashed into the thunder roll, moving so loud it echoed all over like an open-air stadium.
That's enough.
Like
No, we're not doing that, Super Disney fan. Absolutely not.
Mammy!
Stop it.
Next.
Next is a voice from the chat.
Yes?
This one's from Sean Macy, who we haven't seen in a while. Welcome back, Sean.
Hello, Sean. What do you got for us?
Evil Hank Hill.
Ben looked up with a frown at the suddenly dark skies. Huh, that's weird. All the weathermen predicted sunny skies for today, I tell you what. But isn't it always sunny in Oregon, asked Mal? It's just liver. It's not gonna kill you.
Next.
Next is a sponsored post from Raven, the Herky Jerky Turkey Perky.
All the
Turkey
Herkies.
Turkey. All the Herkies. And she says, in honor of my terrible job today of having to pick trash off the parking lot.
Sorry.
Rude. Sorry about that. She wants to hear your impression of a dumpster. First, your impression of a dumpster.
I certainly hope this job pays you well enough. Dumpster. Here it is.
Not today, said Carlos, seemingly out of nowhere. An angry storm gathered above their heads, turning the clouds black and sending sheets of rain all over the colorful tents and booths, drenching everyone seated in the auditorium. The merfolk dove into the sea. No. The merfolk dove into the sea? Is that implying they went to the sea already? They were on the land? Is that what was going on? Ugh. Dove into the sea while everyone else rushed to the exits. Next.
Your impression of a shopping cart.
Let's get out of here, said Ben, removing his jacket and using an umbrella over their heads. Follow me to the limo. They ran to the parking lot where the cars and carriages were gridlocked as everyone tried to get out of the lane and leave the festival at the same time. The five of them piled into the royal limousine, drenched and shaking from the cold, and dropped into some water soaking leather seats. Oh, God.
Why did the shopping cart sound like that?
Because it's going to fall apart any moment.
What stores are you shopping at?
Do the shopping carts in Oregon feel especially sturdy?
Yeah.
I should
They've recently implemented this lovely new thing to keep homeless people from taking them.
Oh.
where they lock up almost at the end of the parking lot. Not quite. If you park far away, you're going to have a problem. The wheels lock up and you can't push it any further.
Interesting.
And once it does that, you can't go. The wheels don't unlock. It doesn't matter if you try to go back towards the store. You have to wait for a store employee to come out and reset it.
Oops.
Anyway, but then no, they're not falling apart. These are some good carts.
Sorry, every cart that I know is very rickety. It almost kind of sounds like Torgo as he's kind of just sauntering about.
Sorry, you don't do enough shopping. Sean Bateman is in the chat. Welcome, Sean Bateman.
Hello, Sean. How we doing?
I bet he's thinking about buddies.
I bet he is.
Okay, so what was that? Was that a voice from the chat, or that was Raven the Herky Turkey?
That was
Herky
the
Turkey.
post. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now a voice from the chat. Why not? Alan Rickman doing the Macarena. Love it.
Where did that storm come from, said Evie? A bang splattered to her forehead. There were blue skies just a second ago. Where's Arabella? asked Carlos.
Where's Arabella?
And I'm pretty sure that if you hadn't just gone, this would be another Code Brent.
Obviously.
Obviously. Next.
Do no more. You read an entire page as Gilbert Godfrey doing something stupid. You could give us a little more Alan Rickman.
She texted me earlier. She said she was going to stay a little longer at her grandfather's party and not to wait, said Evie. Checking her phone again, she was with her family. Does that work? Hey.
Hey, Harry Potter.
Hey, Macarena. You can have an Alan Rickman Christmas. I would be a most spellbinding lover.
What is that?
Oh my
Show
god.
some respect.
You remember Potter Puppet Pals, but you don't remember one of their oldest videos.
I had never watched much of it. Mostly I watched what my kids showed me or what you showed me. I didn't sit down and watch a whole bunch of Potter Puppet Pals. Plus, we don't promote anything to do with Potter anymore.
But you all remember the Christmas present that the creators of Potter Puppet Pals made for his sister, right? Oh, it was brilliant. But anyway, what do we have next?
Next, a sponsor post from Darth Ingracious.
Darth Ingracious. I think I know who is supposed to be involved with this one.
Kermit.
I thought wrong. One moment. Who is once again invisible because it is never easy being green. He literally blends into so many other ordinary things. Uh-oh.
No, there's no kissing up now, Anthony. Not gonna help your cause.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. So what are we doing next?
Cool Cat. He wants to know if he's in that raffle now. Yes, you are in the raffle. And Kermit as Cool Cat.
I think there's something wrong with my banjo. It's not working. Yeah, it's kind of working. My fingers don't work. Kermit was cool. As Cool Cat was at it. Yes, no?
What? Yes, Kermit. Cool Cat. Yes.
Oh, God. Uh-oh.
Earbud down. Earbud down.
You need earbuds with
I
those
want
little
to get
clips in
those that clip onto your ears.
I don't want
So
clips,
you're in
I
this
want
big
hooks.
bulky one. You want over the ear hook thing.
Yes, I do. Those are my ones of choice, I think. Where was it there?
We need to get home before it gets any worse, said Ben. Mal agreed. Yeah, let's go! Outside, rain lashed the windows and a furious wind howled, rocking the car. The exuberant celebration of underwater life had ended, literally, with a wash. So much for the festival, said Jay. What do we got next? Who's going to lead us out of here? With this final the final paragraph for this chapter. Who was that?
I don't remember. Were we done with that sponsored post? Yes. Okay. So now is a voice from the chat.
Exquisite!
So, wait for the chat. What do we got?
I'm looking for one. They haven't been giving me many suggestions.
They've all just been so eager to give us sponsored posts. Thank you all so much.
And just laughing and talking about other stuff and just having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they don't want to make decisions. Maybe they don't want to come up with suggestions. I saw one. I know. What was it? It was Schloofy, but not as a pillow. It was Schloofy something else.
Was it Schloofy Poo?
No. Adorable Witch said something about Schloofy as something... Schloofy the something, but evil. But it wasn't a pillow.
But it was an evil Schloofy.
Was it a fox, Chevy?
Now it's you. You're the one who's doing it.
I don't remember. Help. Adorable Witch. What did you say? I don't remember. We were talking about something. We'll come back to it.
I could just do evil Schloofy as is. I mean,
Nope.
given the horrible life
No,
that
it
he's
was a
led.
good suggestion. Let's have her make the suggestion again. In the meantime, how about someday we'll find it, the Cool Cat connection.
Oh, God.
Zachary.
Someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and yay!
It was just okay. It was just Schloofy evil. Give us some. You forgot he was a pillow? You said something about not that it was a different thing, but you just forgot he was a pillow. Okay, so evil Schloofy the evil pillow.
There is no such thing as an evil Schloofy. There is only a Schloofy that comes to his logical conclusion.
Because Schloofy has been shit on his entire life. It was his frickin' birthday.
You all created Schloofy.
We need to get home before it gets any worse. I'm sorry I read this part.
It's all blending together anyway.
So much for the festival, said Jay. Too bad, said Evie. They worked so hard to make it special. Mal kept silent. In her pocket, the dragon's egg throbbed and turned warmer. Ew. Was it connected to what was happening outside? Code red number 3?
No. Shut up.
She hoped not, but the freak rainstorm made up her mind. As soon as they got back to school, it was time to say goodbye to the evil talismans, once and for all. Next!
Next is a sponsored post
Whee!
that I can't see. Ah, yes. From Shy Cartoon Girl.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. You know what you need.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
need them all.
Mm-mm.
Get the babies.
No! Don't want the babies.
They're returning to the Isle of the Lost. Turn them into descendants.
Bleh. And they are taking us into Chapter 2, A Sudden Wild Magic. I'm sure it's going to be so wild.
So wild. So rotten to the core. Good night, Saw Lover.
Thank you for
Thanks
joining
for
us,
joining.
Oliver.
Please come again next Wednesday if you're free.
Okay, I've got the babies. What now?
They're just put them in the Descendants universe and tell us about each of their characters.
Lavender just wants to do good. The third wheel.
Dazzled.
The dazzled.
The baby is never the third wheel. As the baby in her family, I can tell you, your experience is not my experience.
Bedazzled just likes
I
puppies.
ran that family.
Bedazzled likes puppies. And Bobsheaux wants to get good grades. Because they're so villainous, can't you tell? Ugh. So, put these things through the filter of Descendants. I am sorry, there is no other voice for them but the Chipettes.
Even Bobsheaux Jr.?
They're all the Chipettes, yes. And I can't do that voice, so you'll just have to imagine me doing it as I stumble my way through it.
Do your best.
It's started for the entire trip from Seaside to Oregon City. What, all 50 feet? When they finally arrived at Oregon Prep that afternoon, the skies were as blue as ever. As the limousine pulled up to the school, Mel turned to her friends. You guys, I think it's time we dealt with the talismans.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Sean Bateman says, we need more Furby films.
No, we don't! No! Evil!
I agree.
They use evil.
I was hoping you would say that, said Evie, making a face as she removed the golden apple, and it would turn as browns from her purse. What the hell? I've been carrying this for a few days, and it gives me the creeps. Why are you carrying it? What are you doing that for, Evie? We are the girls of rock and roll.
Next.
Next is a voice from the chat.
Voice from the chat. What do we got?
Where did I see that? Ah, yes. Optimus Prime, as voiced by Christopher Walken.
Oh, God.
This is from Jim Bruckboy. I don't remember if I've seen. I think he's been here before, but he had a slightly different name.
Thank you, Jim.
I don't know. It's kind of fun having them around. It reminds me of where we came from, said Jay, unearthing a wooden stick with a cobra head from his pack. Its snake eyes were leering and baleful, even in stasis. What's stasis? It's a stick. It's dead. Autobots, we gotta have more cowbell. Wow.
Oh.
Oopie-doo. I want to be like you.
That had to have been the main reason for that movie to exist.
Jon Favreau and company are just sitting having lunch one day, thinking about what they could possibly do. There's Christopher Walken sitting with them. Oopie-doo. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too.
And they said, that's gold.
And then when he's done, What are you? He's from Planet Wasso.
Now, in Christopher Walken's voice, say, "One shall stand and one shall fall."
One shall stand, one shall fall. Wow.
You're welcome, adorable witch. Okay.
Sponsor post?
Sponsor post, yes. Sponsor post. What an idea.
From who?
From Quentin Breakbill.
Quick Break Bill. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. What's he got for us?
Cool Cat singing Frollo's Hellfire.
Oh, God.
Talk about ruin a beautiful song. You're banned from music abuse, Quentin.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Well, unlike you, I don't want to be reminded of the Isle of the Lost all the time. Said Evie, do you have yours, Carlos?
Oh yeah, you're definitely banned, Quentin. Good gravy.
Carlos nodded, but looked nervous. Yes,
Because he's
unfortunately, I
dead.
wanted to leave it in my room because I don't like carrying it around, but it felt like too much of a risk. He showed them the plastic ring he had in his pocket. I have mine, and Mel said Mel removing the glowing dragon's egg from hers. Great, I'll let Fairy Godmother know we're on our way, said Ben. Right, said Mel, taking a deep breath as they all got out of the car.
And the reason Carlos looked nervous is because he had a premonition.
Wait, what?
Carlos looked nervous was one of the lines you read. I said because he had a premonition.
Oh, God.
I know. You rubbed off on me.
That was horrible. Next.
Next, the voice from the chat. This is from the chat. Woo-hoo. I'm just reaching in to the street, to the chat. See what I can see. Y'all doing so much talking, not enough suggesting. Everybody's having too good a time.
Oh no, not a good time.
Focus, people, focus. We
It's
have a job
terrible.
to do. Still going. Here we go.
Yes.
Do the Oogie Loves.
Oh Lord. At a quick glance, can you see how many sponsor posts we have left?
3.
Very
4. 4.
Moving on with the Oogie Loves.
Yes.
There is only one way to deal with the talismans. Only one power in Oridon that was stronger than evil, tougher than wretchedness, and more tenacious than malevolence. Of course they can turn a kitchen girl into a princess, turning mice into a team of king's horses, and a sample pumpkin into a wondrous carriage. The most powerful magic artifact in all of Oridon, Fairy Godmother's wand, wielded by the most powerful magic user in the land, the Fairy Godmother. That's not true. Fairy Godmother sucks. Goofy, Doofy, pick up your pants.
No.
Sorry, I gotta channel some Brad Jones here. Get a belt!
He did not watch that review before he reviewed it.
But so many talking
So
points just
many of the
aligned
jokes
to
crossed.
It's absolutely perfect.
That was a voice from the chat, wasn't it? Yes.
Yes, it was.
So the next is a sponsor post, another one from Darth Ingressus.
Darth Ingressus, what's he got for us?
Super Angry Wolfabob.
So, Wolfabob, gotcha.
Yes.
Wolfabobbly shows up when there are terrible wolf movies playing, so what else can it be but super angry? Yes, wolves are so beloved and romanticized in the field of storytelling, and yet so many movies are just terrible. Why is that? Nobody does them justice. Here we go. They entered campus and headed to the main building, where they trooped into the office? I think that means that's just marched. Oh, okay. They trooped into the office of the headmistress. The cozy, comfortable place was decorated in shades of Princess Pink and Periwinkle Blue. Periwinkle sucks. You shut up. No, he doesn't. Sorry, jeez. And even the curtains sparkled with sunlight. Starlight, rather. I can't read. There were cozy, plump couches to sit on with many framed photographs of Fairy Godmother and her daughter Jane. "Welcome back. How's the Seaside Festival?" asked Fairy Godmother, getting up from behind her desk and smiling at all five of them. "Did you give King Triton my regards, bippity-boppity?" Because she has to add that in every single sentence for some reason. Next.
Ah, yes. Ichabod the Optimus Prime.
Oh my god.
"I did," said Ben. "The festival was wonderful as usual, except for this strange storm at the end. I saw the news," said Fairy Godmother. "What a shame." She nodded to the four villain kids holding out their talismans. "So there they are, huh? I've been expecting them." "Sorry, we got distracted by school," said Mal. "Autobots, transform at nap time, I suppose."
Next is a sponsored post
From who?
from Anthony Watson trying to kiss up, not gonna work. Wow. Raven's favorite actor doing her favorite accent. You know what I haven't heard in a while? Sweeney Todd. I know he was evil and a bastard and everything, but my God, Johnny Depp just made it sexy. At least the voice. The voice was sexy.
He's got to struggle to make a role not sexy.
He does.
He can do it, but it's a stretch.
What is that? The hall pass?
Huh?
Have you heard of that hall pass thing? In a relationship, you have these certain actors or celebrities or whatever that you would be understanding if I
have not heard of it in that in that way, but I am well familiar with the concept.
Mine would have to be Johnny Depp.
My mother and father had an understanding. If ever she met Sean Connery, Dad would have to just politely bow out.
Okay, so who's yours?
It would have to be my my childhood sweetheart, Julie Newmar.
Okay, but Julie Newmar's pretty old now.
Yes, and I'm
okay.
And I'm sure that in his, I think my mom would have preferred Sean Connery in his heyday too.
Okay, so think of somebody in their heyday. Think of somebody current.
Somebody current.
Yes. You would ask me to just bow out gracefully. Good night, Felix Wolf.
No one is immediately coming to mind. Honestly.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Tom Ellis.
You're not hearing me arguing.
Sorry, I'd give you the details afterwards. We could enjoy the hearing about it at least. Okay. So, what were you doing? Sponsored post for Anthony Watson. Yes, my favorite, and I haven't heard Sweeney Todd in a while. So,
Absolutely understandable. It's not as though I were looking forward to this task earlier, said Fairy Godmother, shaking her head. Oh dear, what a collection. You're all heroes for surviving their temptations. She shuddered at the sight of the pulsing dragon's egg. They will have to be destroyed, of course. These are my friends. See how they glisten. See this one shine. How he smiles in the light. My friend, my faithful friend.
Ambitious after you've done all those high-pitched voices, but you pulled it off.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is a sponsor. That was a sponsor. Voice from the chat.
What do we got?
Felix says good night and would like you to do some Jack Nicholson. He's way out the door.
So long, Felix. Thank you so much for joining us. The sooner the better, Fairy G, said Ben. That is exactly how Jack Nicholson would address the fairy godmother. It's best for the kingdom. I suppose we have no choice, she agreed. These dangerous objects cannot fall into their true owner's hands, but destroying them could unleash a sudden wild magic, a powerful and uncontrollable blast. A necessary blast, he soothed. Next.
Next is a... That was Jack Nicholson. Okay, so the next is a sponsored post from Anthony Watson. Still trying to keep up. Still in band camp. This is good, but no. Good night, Darth Ingressus. Thanks you for the sponsored posts. The bubbles have gotten to me.
Thanks you for joining us, huh?
You're my favorite customer. Bye.
Thanks a lot, bye.
Anthony Watson wants some, I'm sure for me, some ASMR Snape. Still trying to kiss up. It's not gonna work.
But sometimes the consequences of using such great magic remain unknown until much later, Fairy Godmother sighed. Can we do it soon? Said Carlos, grimacing. What's your hurry? Said Jay, with a grin as he twirled the evil cobra staff like a baton. Next
is
did it for
a
ya.
voice from the chat. Oh, yes. He's still banned, though. Need a voice from the chat.
Because we're in the home stretch, aren't we?
Yes, we have one more sponsor post.
Oh my. This stream just flew by.
It did. We've been having fun.
Well,
after
then,
all the technical difficulties.
I was going to say, that's also what happens when you have another stream of an hour first.
Shy Cartoon Girl says, I just found a small Furby movie called The Furby. It's a 24-minute horror short on YouTube.
Yeah. Anyway, who's got a voice suggestion?
I'm looking for one to jump out of the chat at me. Oh, we haven't heard that in a while. Give us some Dobby.
Oh, Evie shook her head decisively, her dark blue hair bobbing over her shoulders. I'll be glad to be rid of mine. I feel like if I close my eyes, I can still see all those awful things that Magic Mirror showed me. Oh, bad, Evie, bad.
Lips, Evie, lips.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, bad, Evie, lips go. Chef's kiss goes on the lips.
And our final sponsored post of the night
Yes.
comes from our very own Herky Turkey,
Herky turkey.
Raven the Herky McBain.
With all the Yerkies.
All the Urkies. I love these streams, and I really needed this stream after my truly terrible day. I hope we made it a little bit better. It sounded like you had a rough day.
I'm so sorry that happened.
We hope
but I'm happy
everybody's
that-
day is a little bit better after this.
I know I'm not supposed to look at the chat, but I'm seeing so many variations of, I love these chats, they make my day, thank you. No, thank you for making them what they are. It's all about you guys. I'm nothing without your input. If I'm funny, it's only because you're giving me such great things to bounce off of.
And she says, now since I'm half dead from an ear infection anyway,
Oh,
because you screaming at people,
you're welcome.
cool cats singing Let It Go. Raven, we love you. Girl, you banned.
Away with you.
Banned. For shame. Raven goes to band camp like Cersei on Game of Thrones. Shame! Shame!
I have not seen Game of Thrones, but I somehow know that reference.
you uncultured swine.
Now, Scrunch, you know she didn't want to admit it, but the reason she had been procrastinating its destruction was because she found it strangely comforting to hold the dragon's egg. She understood that it was evil and why it had to be destroyed. But it was meant for her. It was part of her heritage, part of her mother. And so, wait, if you're still concerned about your mother, but she's still a lizard. That makes no sense. Okay, moving on. So part of now, a very small part, but there nonetheless would lament its demise. Right, no time like the present. Said fairy godmother, and they followed
We
her out
have to
of the
shoot
office.
commentaries tomorrow. You're going to have no voice.
She led the group toward the Museum of Cultural History, where her wand was once again kept safe and secure, floating in a crystal case.
You have to do one more voice.
Yes, what is that?
Oh no, it wasn't one more voice. It was one more banned person. This is banned for comments.
And for
Home
comments.
cruise.
Okay, what is that?
Dirty dog never bothered me anyway. Banned.
Dirty dog never bothered me anyway. Yay!
How much more of this book do we have before to get through over the next three more streams?
Oh, baby, we're only on chapter 2.
Oh, baby. You gotta pick it up.
We're currently on page 32
Of?
of
I'm sure it's a short little novel.
289.
Oh, God. Alright, guys. We're gonna slog through another 100 pages next stream.
We are, let's see, how many pages are we into chapter 2 here? There's a... I know that we're trying to keep this thing family friendly, but fuck you!
Robert!
Chapter 2 1/4? What is that? Okay, so I don't even know how many chapters we have left. Well, okay, we're on chapter 2 here. So we have another 4 chapters before we get to chapter 3. We got 39 plus 4. We got 43 chapters to get through
No.
this 42 chapter book.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Unless other chapters are divided like this, I don't know. But oh, it hurts.
Thank you for joining us and for participating in the chat and the sponsor posts and participating in the raffle. And I hope this ends up being a whole lot of fun and that we have a lot of opportunities to go interesting, not as expensive. Probably not going to do the theme parks this route, this run. But other places less expensive, but you guys are making it possible for us to do that, and we appreciate you.
And we're going to
will
have
share
lots of fun
the
with the
joy.
Furman babies.
And we're gonna have lots of fun with the Furman babies. Yes.
Thank you all
Don't
for joining
forget.
us.
Whoop, sorry. Don't forget, you can still go to the Furby Island review and leave some more suggestions under there, and we haven't gone through them yet. So, the more suggestions, the better. For bonding opportunities for...
Better, yes. Let's call it that, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
We will see you all
And
next
we
week.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye-bye.